Going to try to get on Instagram, let everyone know. So we make a little Instagram story. Hey Instagram, it's Ryan, right about to go on YouNow right now. So look for Ryan. Actually look for Happy Healthy Vegan on YouNow and get in on live chat that's starting right now. All right, you guys just saw me Instagram it. So let me upload that to my story. Send. All right. Girl, natural hippie, Riley, heck yeah, we're all here. So I just let Instagram know that I'm here and gonna chill with y'all. Hi Murphy, hey Evelyn. All right, let me get all comfy here. Thanks Nonners, you're here too, Nani. Awesome guys. Crunchy Curly, Good Karma Spirit, the crew is here. So thanks for joining. Just been on for like barely a minute. And let our Instagram people know. And I guess now is a good time if you happen to be one of the early people catching this on YouTube and you want to get in on the discussion, come over to YouNow, Happy Healthy Vegan on YouNow, so I can see all your comments, because I've never figured out a way to see them on YouTube at the same time. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm missing something. Anyway, hey Eddie and Resident Evo XO VTG Dallas. Yeah, I'm starting to remember everyone. Scott Kroom, I remember you. Riley, awesome guys. Yeah, there's a cat wandering around here too. Joey, that would be. I think he wants to get fed early, but I'll deal with that later. It's people time right now. So hey Scarlett, thanks for joining y'all. Yeah, the Vegan Gains cheetah drama. Anyone want to ask anything about that, you know? That's one reason why I hashtagged this vegan drama. Crunchy Curly, thanks for the likes. I don't want to become a gossip channel or anything like that, or a drama channel, I should say. So yeah, we're not going to delve into that on our channel, as I promised you last year. That's not going to be. We're going to make videos that help people, you know. So anyway, I saw Vegan Gains' video a few days ago. I heard he made a really super long one, like an hour or something like that. I saw one that was like maybe 35, 40 minutes. And I knew Richard would have good points, because I've always said he's a really intelligent guy, and if he had gone down a different path in life, he could have easily been a great attorney or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I would actually would love to get into a chat with Vegan Cheetah or Richard, but yeah, I know Vegan Cheetah frequents here YouNow quite often, so I really think I should get on and chat with Cheetah too, because I have some points I would like to discuss with him that I don't really think he's too accurate on as far as some points go. So yeah, I would like to get on the debate too sometime. I know, yeah, there's going to be some big debate with Gains and Cheetah. That should be really interesting. Hopefully, I haven't heard it. You know, is Cheetah up for it? I've heard some talk he might not want to do it, or I don't know. I don't want to say he's going to check it out or anything like that. But you know, have you guys heard? So yeah, that would be cool. I would totally want to watch that. Yeah, the Nikocado drama is unfolding. I'm actually not watching Nikocado, and I'm barely watching Vegan Gains right now either. Or Cheetah for that matter. So I don't know all the drama. I just know a little tiny bit. I'll watch a few select videos. I haven't seen any Nikocado videos in a long time, because they just kind of what's the word? They just make me feel sorry for him. You know, it's like it just looks like he's going through something, and you know, seems to be pinning it on veganism. Yeah, I heard he ate an egg or something. He made an egg on his recent video. Is that right? I haven't watched it yet, and you know, it's funny. He broadcasts that to the world. Vegan Gains fans are mental. and Nikocado ate eggs and fish. Wow. See, again, I wish he would respond. If we could have a conversation, I would love to talk to these guys. Like Nikocado, I really would wish for Nikocado to respond to the video I put out a few days ago on omega-3s and veganism. First, does he have any proof that he's deficient in omega-3s, like a blood test or something like that? Secondly, it would be cool if he had tried to just do what I were talking about, eat more leafy greens, eat some pumpkin seeds, stuff like that. There's, he has no proof of anything. Hitler, like a girl, totally got you there. Yeah, totally got it. So I haven't seen his latest vid. I don't know if I will, because I'm not going to make a response video. So, it's just going to be me watching him just tripping out and stuff. So, I guess maybe, I don't know, but I don't know. But yeah, Vegan Gains fans are here, and yeah, we've always been big proponents, I guess, if that's the right word, of Vegan Gains, and we're the ones that break them on you. Not break them, when he had like a few hundred subscribers, we did our video, showing the world, hey, here's Vegan Gains. You guys might want to check him out, Yeah, but yeah, Nick is definitely going through something. I don't know what it is. I don't talk to him, so my voice is vibrating. Oh, thanks. Maybe let me like in a distorting way, or is it just like vibrating like I'm tired? I just got back from basketball. Too close? Okay, I'll back off a little bit. Let me try this out. So anyway, I see some questions. Yeah, I wonder if Nick's going for views. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I got to see this video, this 2-hour Richard video about vegan Sheeta. I can't imagine making a 2-hour video. Okay, thanks for letting me know about the audio there. I should have asked you guys. I can't imagine making a 2-hour video. I guess I'll check some of it out. So, oh, is that the real Mommy Tang? Is it Mommy Tang or not? If it's you, Mommy Tang, awesome. Good to see you. If not, good to see you, other Mommy Tang. Yeah, I guess that's a good idea. Watch it on 1.5 times speed or something like that. It's really you. Awesome. Good to see you. Awesome. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know if I get too much into the drama here, but yeah, I don't know what Nick's deal is, but I really wish, instead of like, kind of getting depressed and getting really, drama filled, he should like make a response video to the video I put out. It wasn't about him. I didn't call anyone out by name, but it's for any vegans that are worried or concerned about not getting omega-3s and DHA on a pure vegan diet. It's a no-brainer. You can totally do it. In fact, if you guys are vegans here, do you know any vegan that's gotten ill from not getting enough DHA? It can be done if you just have eat vegan junk food. Yeah, you'll probably have an issue over a long time. But even I know a lot of people that do that and they're not getting sick. And it seems like something that should happen kind of quickly. So anyway, enough of that, but I wish people would actually do the research before going out on the internet and kind of complaining, about the vegan diet is going to make you sick and ill. Why are there so many fewer vids of you and Angie together on HHV? Well, we just did the video with Plantriotic here in this studio, in this room. And it's just sometimes hard to nail us down at the same time, to work on the same thing at the same time. That's pretty much it. And when I do videos about omega-3 DHA, that's my wheelhouse, those critical thinking breakdowns. So yeah, Angie's not going to be involved in that. And she was actually out of the house when I made that one too. So it's just a matter of getting us on the same page at the same time, which is a problem. But yeah, Riley raises a good point. Eat whole foods. Yeah, eat a lot of whole foods. And if you need a DHA supplement, as Dr. Greger said, take one of the many, plant-based, non-contaminated supplements out there for DHA, ones that don't come from fish oil, ones that come from algae that's not raised in the dirty oceans and stuff like that. So he doesn't have to eat fish. No one has to eat fish. You can just take a freaking little pill, I mean, like most Americans take a pill. So it's not like a necessity that you have to, I need to go eat fish. There's other ways to do it, and still not put any animal products in your body. I think I've heard some mixed stuff about like chlorella and spirulina and stuff like that. They might come from contaminated sources. I don't know too much about that. So that's why Dr. Greger is recommending algae. So yeah. I don't understand why people just don't do the research and, just go, you can learn a lot by just either watching our channel or doing a little research. WatchNutritionFacts.org. Thanks for the likes there, MegaManx3169. Let's see. So what's going on here in the discussions here? I don't know. I guess that's a good question for your doctor, Tereshik Alina, about can you get a test to see if you're not absorbing DHA? I don't know. That sounds like a very medical type question, and we are not like doctors or anything like that. So yes, Matthew, I am Russian propaganda, just like Dr. Greger is. Yeah, full-on Russian propaganda. Rice, we did a video actually about, is there an arsenic problem in rice. So check that out. Just search through our stuff for rice, basically. Happy, healthy, vegan rice and arsenic. Look at those terms, you'll find it. Bottom line is, not much to worry about. There's way bigger concerns about that. In fact, this guy went and tested all these different samples of rice, different kinds of rice, and found really not much arsenic in it. The problem more comes from like chickens and stuff like that. So check that out. Yeah, we were concerned about that too. But you think about it, all the people in Asia have been eating rice for centuries, and they're not dying of arsenic. So there's a good clue right there. Thanks for the tip there, Nick. Thank you so much, Nicole. Appreciate it. Thank you. And Kia, thanks for the likes. But yeah, watch our vid. And I'm just pulling from other sources too. I forgot who now. It's been a while. It's been like maybe a year or two since we made that video. Oh, thanks. Ken Min, Ken, am I Vin? Thanks. I'm glad you appreciate our videos. Awesome. Yeah, you can eat rice. It's totally fine. It's not going to make you big or obese or anything like that. Like I think Vietnam's the country that eats more rice per capita than anywhere in the world, even more than China, and they are not, looking like Americans who, have a fear of carbohydrates and stuff like that. Yeah, there's different kinds of rice, as Evil Hin points out, like, wild rice, which comes from like the lake areas of like Minnesota and stuff like that, really good. All different kinds of rice grades you can get. Don't think of Dern Rider when you hear the word rice. Think of Asia. They're the ones that have billions of people living primarily off the calories from rice. So that's an Asian thing. Oh, thanks for the like there, Tree Like. Thank you so much. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, come here. You probably wonder why I'm not seeing you talk and stuff like that, or your comments. I can't see them. Come to YouNow. Happy Healthy Vegan on YouNow. Get in on this discussion of like 70 odd people. This is fun. I'm glad Mommy Tang's here. Awesome. Yeah, Crunchy Curly had rice for dinner. Cool. Do you think the world is going to get screwed from our overpopulation? Well, was there 7.5 billion people going to get screwed? Things are already like not looking that great for the survival of humanity. Now, I'm not just making this stuff. This is not just me just like pontificating randomly here. Just take a look at how long a technological civilization could last that has, say, the nuclear capability to blow ourselves over 10 times. There could be an accident. The pollution of our oceans. I forgot how quickly we're not going to have like any more major fisheries in the world. So there's some signs right there that, we're headed for some issues, some problems. So yeah, why are there problems? Because there's too many friggin' people. Maybe if we found a way to live more environmentally friendly, we could pull off. I'm not sure what the carrying capacity of like the full-on eco planet of humans. I don't know. But right now, it's way too much the way we're living, for sure. And that's why I'm so pro-vegan. And if you can't be vegan, go plant-based. Do something to cut down on all the environmental destruction from animal agriculture and the like. Let's see. Are we ever coming over to Australia on holidays, Claudia? We'd love to go to Australia. I've been wanting to go to Australia like most of my life, but yeah, it just hasn't worked out yet. That's a long trip for us too. So yeah, no, we don't get any paternal urges, Matthew. We have cats, and they kind of handle that for us. Yeah, Desert. That's a great question. This whole distinction between vegan, plant-based. I don't want to really delve into that. It's like, I will say, yeah, this goes against what Cheetah's talking about. Yeah, if you want to really call yourself vegan, you should not be eating any animal products or eggs or fish like Nikocado or anything like that. And if you're plant-based, I don't know, maybe that means you're not you're not being fully 100% on that. I don't know. I don't like definitions like that. It's like if you want to go vegan, you'll go vegan. If you just want to not eat animal products and the like, you'll want to do that and not worry about this definition. But yeah, I think to properly call yourself a vegan, though, you can't have meat once a day or once a week. Then you're a meat eater, right? It's like, vegan's kind of one of those things where, you're either doing it or you're not, like you're a marathon runner or you're not. Either ran 26.2 miles or you haven't. If you just ran 15, you're not a marathoner yet. If you've gone 20, you're not a marathoner yet. It's like that, So if you really want a marathon, run one, you'll do it. If you're able and willing and all that stuff. So same thing with vegan. If you're able and willing, you can do it. And I'm gonna go off topic a little bit here, and we've gotten some heat in our comments from that video we did where Cheetah came over here in this room and we interviewed him. And beforehand, we actually had him over for food. One reason I was doing the clean eating challenge, which kind of meant I can't go to any restaurants because they're full of salt and fat and oil and stuff like that. So I wanted to eat here. So that's one reason why I had him over. Secondly, I was aware of a video he'd put out recently on. Hey everyone, thanks for joining, guys. I saw a video that that Cheetah had put out a few weeks before about how I think being vegan is extreme. It's like an extreme way of eating. It's not filling for your average person. They couldn't find it satisfying. So we wanted to show him wrong. We wanted to prove him wrong. So that's why Angie made this big, and I helped her a little bit, meal of like rice and beans and potatoes and salsa and guacamole. I mean, we just want to show this is food that anyone can eat. I don't care if you're a vegan or if you're like my eating cousins or parents. It doesn't matter. That food is filling. It tastes freaking good. It leaves you satisfied, and it's pretty cheap too, so I wanted to show it hits all those points that he was saying, that why it's so hard to be vegan. It's really expensive, it's not satisfying, your average person couldn't eat it. It's like, no, your average person already eats this stuff anyway. So that's a major reason why, because I was aware of that claim he made, and I wanted to show that no, if you eat like we do here, man, it's easy and it's satisfying. So anyway, let's see, let me go back to the comments here. Yeah, I agree with you, Charles. If you're eating animal products, you're not a vegan. Maybe you're striving to be vegan. You want to be vegan, like I'm striving to be a marathoner, which I'm not, but it's like that. But you can't call yourself a marathoner if you're a vegan if you haven't done what it requires, what it takes. Yeah, I agree with all you guys are saying. Okay, I'll check out that Fully Raw Christina video. I know there's been drama about her having some leather shoes and stuff like that, what Evs, what's my opinion on bread? That's a good question, Pedro, because a lot of breads suck. They're really processed, have all sorts of God knows what in there, like animal products. I eat a very specific bread usually. It's the Ezekiel bread, low sodium. And when you read the ingredients, it really has no sodium, but they call it low sodium. And if you read the ingredients out, actually, there's only several, and they're all really they're words you can understand. They're not all these weird biochemistry things. They're, just pretty much like organic barley, organic wheat, or whatever, stuff like that. So yeah, I eat it. It's close to being a whole food because it's made up of other whole foods. So it's cool. Yeah, check that out if you're into bread. Yeah, learn and make your own bread is cool too. But yeah, I don't have it every day, but yeah, I'll make little snacks out of it, make sandwiches and stuff like that, some jam or toast with jelly and stuff on it. Yeah. So Christina said she got it as a gift and has since apologized. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If she didn't go out and consciously say, hey, I'm going to buy these leather shoes, that's one thing. But if you got it as a gift and you weren't fully aware, like I said, my car that I just sold, my 1981 Mercedes wagon, had leather seats in it. They were original leather seats, and they've been that way since 1981. I got the car in 2008 or so, and it had the leather seats. Does that make me a bad person? I mean, that stuff's already happened, And most people, like I mentioned, are driving around with, even if they have non-leather and non-animal product seats, the steering wheel is an issue, as Mr. Vegan told me about. It's really, really hard to find a vegan steering wheel. So, I'm saying don't cast stones on people for not being totally perfect unless you want to get a stone thrown at yourself, So it's a really tricky slope when you start going on finger pointing as the vegan police, That's what I'm saying. No vegan police from us in 2017. I mean, yeah, we'll call people out when something's just really egregious, but come on, yeah, as Nani says, people need to get off their high horse. No one's perfect. I mean, we all try, but I have a car that has now a full, my 1982 Mercedes-Benz wagon, sedan that I have now has fully fake non-leather seats, but I don't know about the steering wheel. Like I said, it's really hard to get a vegan steering wheel. So, let's not be pointing fingers. But yeah, I would love to talk to Charles, Mr. Vegan Cheetah, about his definition of vegan, because I heard that, I was going, whoa, that is really stretching it. I can't really recall too many other vegans that would go along with that. If you have meat once a day or once a week, yeah, you're vegan. So I would like to have an open, friendly debate with him about that. Well, he can't lie to me about that, because now we're on my turn. We're talking about logic, definition, semantics. So, he can make up some story about what he did or didn't do. That doesn't matter. We're talking about what it means to be vegan. So I see, someone points out he's trying to reach out to 90% of the population, and I agree with that. But like I said, words have certain meanings, and if you eat meat once a day, you're just not vegan. I don't know how to be any more clear than that. You're vegan-ish, you're vegan-inspired. I have a lot of people that write us in the comments saying, hey, we're not vegan yet, but we've cut down our meat in half or whatever, and I thank you. That's what it's all about, because I didn't go vegan overnight, so I don't expect everyone in the world to go vegan overnight. Do it in your own pace, your own time, but they know, these people in the comments that are half vegan, know they're not vegan yet, so, and I don't look down on them at all, because I was there too, and I'm sure they're totally cool people, so it's nothing to be embarrassed about, but you can't eat meat once a day and still be vegan. There's just no way. Like I said, if you haven't ran 26.2 miles, you're not a marathoner yet. It's just how the word works, It's just how it goes. Half vegan, that's cool. I'm cool with people do that, or vegan influence, totally fine. Love it, welcome. Thanks for learning and being open-minded. That's what it's all about, getting someone to have their mind open to hearing what we're talking about and not laughing at us and, ridiculing us and making fun of us and all that. If someone wants to listen to what we're saying and take their own time, their own journey into it, I applaud them, because that's what it's all about, Sailing Lucy Day, took you a full year. It probably took me longer than that, too. So anyway... Oh, you're saying he's lying about him being vegan? Well, he very openly showed him and his dad having that cheese on their sandwich, so he's not lying about what he's eating there. Maybe there's more going on not being on camera. I don't know. One can only speculate. I'm not going to even talk about that, but it sounds like he's being honest about the animal products in his diet. And as I've talked to Mr. Vegan about this, it's like... it's hard for anyone to be totally perfect. You're going to get burned at a restaurant. Yeah, I think the proper response, is if you're really grossed out and offended by animal products, and then you get that thing, as we've done. I talked about when we went to an Indian restaurant, they put some milk in our mango drink there. Just sent it back. I know it's going to be wasted, but we told them a bunch of times we're vegan. I don't know how much more clear, no milk, no dairy, and they still gave it to us. So we were just kind of pissed off that they couldn't do it right, and they gave us the right one back. Thanks, Candace, but I think that's what you should do. Sure, there's a waste element involved in that, and I get it, but still, do you want to put, do you still want to put that poison in your body? And that's what I look at animal protein. I don't look at it as being a healthy thing. I'm not totally into it. And plus, I don't want to put that exploitation. And it's poison in the sense that, like with milk, all the, I don't have to tell you what's in milk, guys, so, I'm talking, even if you don't think animal products are poison, the byproducts that are in milk are not really all that particularly great for you. So anyway, let's see. So he's not eating fish and eggs. That's a troll video. That's what someone's saying about Nikocado. That's possible too. He's been doing well on YouTube lately. He's learned a few tricks. So it's possible. Like I said, I haven't talked to him. Oh, vegan cheetah. Oh, I would be really surprised if vegan cheetah came out and said, yeah, guys, I'm totally eating cheese and eggs and stuff like that. Cool. That means he's a vegetarian. If that's what he wants to do, that's cool. I think vegetarian is awesome. If you can't be vegan for some reason, don't go back to eating tons of meat. At least be a vegetarian. If for some medical reason you got to have animal fat and protein in your diet. I know there's some people like that. I've heard of some conditions that like that. If you're one of those people, yeah, go vegetarian rather than becoming a full-on meat eater. But yeah, if you've got no barriers, cost is not a barrier. As I've pointed out, we eat the cheapest foods around: beans, rice, potatoes, bananas. Doesn't get too much cheaper than that. And you know how to make it. So what am I saying here? So yeah, there's really not much reason to not be vegan. I really can't think of any reason why you can't be vegan. If you have access to a modern supermarket, you can get all that stuff I'm talking about year round. You can get all that stuff totally year round. So yeah, LC Cruz, you're a vegetarian, awesome. I'm not going to look down on you, and you know the difference between vegan, vegetarian, all that, so that's what it's all about. Those words have meanings, that's what I'm getting at. That's why, a vegan eats differently than a vegetarian by definition, and vegetarians and vegans eat different from carnivores by definition. Those words have meanings. Is Alina here? Let's see, looking through the people here, is Vegan Cheetah's girl here? Nicholas, is this app new? YouNow? It's been around for at least a year or so, if you're just finding it here. So yeah, if you're on YouTube, come over here to YouNow. The link's in the show description, so you can get it in on. Oh, Lena, okay, you're Charlie's girlfriend. Okay, I didn't recognize that at all. So you know what's going on, and yeah, tell Charles I said hi, and I would one night on YouNow, or one day whenever he's on. I know he can't go on much now with his internet connection situation, but I'd like to have an open, friendly discussion with him about vegan, the definition of vegan that I saw, at least from Vegan Gains' video. No, maybe I saw Charles's response. I'm kind of confused where it came from, but yeah, I don't want to get in a fight or anything, obviously, but I'd like to talk to him about that definition of vegan, because I think it's I see where he's coming from. I think he means well, but still meaning well and kind of breaking what the word really means, are two different things. So I'd like to have a chat with him, and maybe it'd be good practice for him before he has a live debate with Vegan Gains. Get some practice sparring going on. But yeah, I've chatted with him before on his channel. I'm talking about Charles, and we've had fun. I remember he said that was he thought when I came on, he guested me one night, like a month or two ago. I thought he said it was the most, he thought it was the coolest guesting he had, I guess, because, we discussed all these things, and we kind of pushed each other around a little bit in different directions. So that was cool. I would love to meet Vegan Gains, but he won't come out here. He won't come out here. I mean, he lives far away, and he's got his own life going on. But yeah, we've been trying to see if Vegan Gains come out to LA for a while, but I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, Alina, yeah, it would confuse all the races if they thought meat was vegan. You got to say, I'm vegan, so they don't bring you meat. That kind of takes down Charles's definition of vegan. Vegan wouldn't want the meat brought to them. That's what I want to get to. So yeah, if he wants a little practice for talking to Vegan Gains, tell him I'll come on, and we can have a chat. We can have a chat about vegan. And it's again, I'm not pissed off at him or anything like that. I just think he needs a sounding board for his definition, so he can have a logical, rational discourse on the matter. Because that's what I'm all about. You guys know I'm not into fighting people. I'm not into, hating people or anything like that. I'm all about, talking to people. And a lot of people are going, well, how can you talk to Vegan Cheetah? He's slandering such and such person and such another person. Yeah, he slandered us big time last summer. He was slandering us hardcore. And I've told you guys many times, there's a few ways to react to that after you get over the shock and all of it. It's like, what do? Do you go on the war? Did he just start a war and you start... Oops. Or do you do what Buddhists do, which is not go to war, but try to learn from your adversaries or enemies or whatever you want to call them, and reach out and talk and learn. And maybe part of the reason why they're shooting stuff at you like that, like slander, is because there's a misunderstanding about what's going on with us. And I'm sure I didn't understand what he was all about too. So that's what we did. We chatted, and we understand each other. Not to say, he agrees with what we're doing, and we don't endorse what he's saying too, but that's what it's all about, man. It's all about trying to reach out to people who are your adversaries rather than drawing a line in the sand and going, it's war, bro. It is on. We're going to take you down and blah, blah, blah. That's not our way. Yeah. Charles A. says here, it's always best to respond with love. I guess you could call it love. He's responded with a positive energy. Because really, and not to get too woo-woo, guys, there's positive energies that you put out into the world and negative energies. And I've noticed it's really hard to realize that the more positive energy you put out, especially to people who are confronting you, the more that comes back. Yeah, compassion, Courtney. Totally. It's compassion. It's a Buddhist tenet, compassion. I know it gets a lot of lip service in the vegan world, that vegan shirt, like compassion, blah, blah, blah. But I don't see a hell of a lot of compassion in the vegan world as of late. Do you guys? I really don't see it. And, maybe it's because I learned compassion a long time ago as a Buddhist type dude. And I really practice what I'm preaching here, guys. I really believe in having compassion. We've gotten so much hate in the comments, like, why did you talk to Charles in your studio? Why did you do this? Like, because we know, we hear what he's saying. We don't watch every video and every YouNow broadcast. We admitted that, but we know what he's talking about. And instead of like attacking him, like I said, why not have this conversation? I want our influence to rub off when we chat. You know, I want it to seep into his brain and trickle in. Maybe I planted a seed of positivity there, or something about veganism that he hadn't considered before, like giving him that great filling meal, you know, that anyone could eat and was cheap. Planted a seed there. Vegan food doesn't have to be expensive and all that stuff. So that's what we're about, guys. So if people want to call us, you know, we're sympathizing with a hater or blah, 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 they don't know what we're doing. Maybe that's because they don't understand reaching out with compassion. And who knows if it's helped? I don't know. Time will tell, you know. It's not, change is an instant, but you can plant a seed, you know. That's all about. So if people want to hate on us for that, well, it's the wrong approach, because we're not hating on people. Yeah, he's called Sonia bad things. He's called us horrible things. He has full-on slandered us, and that's why I made that video a few months back, you know, telling him to check himself, because he was full-on slandering us. I know what it's like. You know, he was not our favorite person in the world when I made that video, let's say. Have I ever talked to Koi Fresco? Just a few times. Yeah, we met him in the LA vegan scene. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. I think he's been traveling the world right now. So why the hell do I associate with him? He has no respect for that. Did you just miss what I just talked about there, Seeley? Associate. Well, I haven't associated or communicated with him since that evening. How many weeks ago was that? 3 weeks now. So, you know, like I said, associate. Do I want to start a war with him, or instead of fighting and go da 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 da, I can talk to him. I could say, look, dude, your definition of vegan is whack, and maybe the way you slandered us wasn't that cool. You guys should have been there at the dinner conversation. I wish we filmed. I called him out for a lot of crap, like how he's slandered several people. I'm not going to mention them by name. Called him out and let him know, like, you know, that, you know, what you said there was probably hurtful for these reasons. So, like I said, I'm trying to get inside people's heads, you know, people that I think that could benefit from our experience and wisdom, and see if I can help them out, you know, on their way as being, you know, not just vegans, but just like people. So that's what that's all about. So yeah, that's why we didn't go on the hate train. We are freaking compassionate people. We've been on the receiving end of slander. He made some horrible videos about his happy, healthy vegan, the dumbest YouTubers or something like that, you know, so we know what it's all about. So don't think we're just being all like ignoring it. We know we were in the front line of fire there for months, guys, for absolutely no reason too. You know, he thought we were like, you know, I don't even want to go why he was doing it. But anyway, that would just start even more drama. Yeah, I know he said some bad crap about Emily. He said some bad crap about Angie and me too. And I didn't get a chance to talk to him about Emily. I haven't been watching his show or know too much about the Emily stuff, but everything I know about Emily, and we're talking about Bite-Size Vegan, seems like a straightforward, honest person. And yeah, I'm not sure what the animosity or negativity is about there for her, but I'm saying I'm trying to work on that in my little compassionate ways here. So anyway, yeah, holistic Najiv. I talked a little bit about, Elisa. Yeah, Emily seems like a really cool person. I would really love to meet her someday. And I'd interview her right here if she were in town. But yeah, Nikocado, I talked about it. I don't know what's up without that. Like I said, I wish he responded to my video that I made specifically for vegans like himself who are concerned about not getting enough DHA on a vegan diet, because I showed it just completely unfounded, and you're trading one problem that doesn't exist for a whole nother problem that's very real. So I don't know. I think he's going through some issues. I don't know what it is. I haven't talked to Nick. I only chatted with him a couple times. But what am I going to say? I haven't watched his video. I just say I feel sorry for him. I really do. I wish he would just reach out. I know Mr. Vegan has reached out to him a few times, heard nothing back, reached out to him about his questions, Nick's questions and concerns about not getting enough DHA, not getting enough what have you, you know, so he's not listening to other vegans who are reaching out with the actual truth about what's going on. So some have speculated maybe he's just trying to blow up in the media and get, big and, well known. Who knows? That could be it too. But I really think he's just going through some kind of issues, some kind of sadness, depression. I don't know what the word is, just some kind of issues. And I reach out to you, Nick, if you want to have a conversation about this in private. I'm more than willing to talk to you, because he did come on one of my chats a couple months ago and asked about DHA, and I said, well, I got to do some more research on that. I haven't read about DHA in quite a while, so I didn't have a good answer for them at the time. I told him I would eventually get around to it, which I did, so I wish he would refute the video that I made about vegans and DHA. Is there something flawed with all the science and logic that I showed there? So that's what I hope. Yeah, is he the next breaking vegan? That whole thing. I'm talking about Nick. He was out on the stream. I didn't guest him, but he was in the comments and asking me about the DHA vegan situation. So I responded, made my video, and I think it's fully solid. I'm not just being a propaganda piece for veganism. I really did my research on that, and I'm fully convinced, yeah, you're fully, especially if you're under the age of 50. I said I might possibly get some vegan DHA sup. Does Mommy Tang want to come on? I can't stay on too long. You guys know my routine. I'm going to cook some fries for Angie and I, some potato logs. But if Mommy Tang wants to come on, you're totally more than welcome to. So, does she leave? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think about that time. Oh, you guys got to help me. I'm not thinking. I'm still kind of new. I've never really guested anyone, too. Yeah, I don't know if she live stream, huh? So, Mommy Tang, thanks for joining. We love Mommy Tang, and hopefully she'll be out in Los Angeles. Again, if she's in LA, we're going to put her in the studio. And pretty much this is like an open thing. If any, vegan YouTuber that we know is in town, we've always reached out to him. So, Charles is no different. Like who's come through here this year? We had Ali, the friendly activist, and his girlfriend Lucy. We've interviewed them both. Mike the vegan has had Plantriotic on twice now. And if people come through town, we talk to them. That's what we do, Instead of walking up and kicking them in the nuts or something like that, we reach out and talk to people. That's just who we are, If you don't like our chill Buddhist way of looking at adversaries, maybe we're not your vegan channel. I don't know. If you want us to be hateful people and just hate and just put out negative energy, that's just not us. You can't change us. You can't change me. I'm a Buddhist, guys. I'm a vegan. I can't think that way. It's pretty much, I wouldn't say impossible. It's really difficult for me to think with negative energy and hate about people. I just don't do that. Thanks, Eliza. We try to be refuge from the vegan drama. That's why I said I'm not going to make a video about Nikocado. We can talk about it here, but I'm just kind of speculating a little bit. I'm just going on what you guys have told me. But Angie did check it out. Just quickly just saw that he did eat an egg. I guess ate some fish in there too. So yes. Cool, Kevin. Inspired by our channel to adopt a vegan-focused diet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so far 100% vegan. Awesome. Good. Awesome. Cool. Thanks for liking us, Crunchy Curly and other chill vegans. There is sometimes negativity, but we try to not let it, get the better of us. We're just normal people like you guys. Just a little more Buddhist than the average person. It's tough. That's why we meditate. That's why Angie's at her Kundalini yoga class, as she is every Tuesday for the most part. Lee, Ryan, would you say you're a fan of Unnatural Vegan? Well, I haven't seen, thanks for the tip there, Courtney Brainard. Thank you so much. I haven't seen an Unnatural Vegan video in maybe a year. She's pregnant? She have a baby? I really don't know. So, again, you guys know I've made videos calling her out on some crap before. But again, if she were to come into town, I don't even know where she's from, but if she's here, I'd invite her in to do an interview. That's how we are. That's the kind of people we are, I don't care if you're my best vegan friend on YouTube or someone I've had some issues with in the past. I will talk to you. I'm that kind of person, I'm the kind of person that will talk to people. I'm naturally curious. I naturally like to engage in logical debate and discourse, rationality, all that stuff, so I will do it. No, I don't watch Boz Lucille. I just I saw that video where he called Nina and Randa not beautiful, and I thought that was just so uncalled for, and I made a response video then. If it was this year, I probably wouldn't do it because we're trying to stay away from drama stuff, so, but yeah. But it's the kind of people we are. We're compassionate, and we love to chat. We love to talk. We talk to you guys here, obviously. We talk to vegan YouTubers. We just like to talk, And when I can get down with someone one-on-one, or we'll have and they're inclined, I'll have a rational philosophical discussion with them. That's just what I do. That's why I majored in philosophy, guys. That is me. If you can't change me, you can't make me into a hateful, negative energy person. I was not raised that way. Cool, I'm glad you think the world could use a few more people like us. I think the world could use a lot more people who are more inclined towards compassion rather than violence, anger, hate, war, all that stuff. That's just old school thinking from last centuries, and we need to move on now, guys. We need to, especially in the vegan YouTube land. That's why we said we're not going to make drama videos. They don't do anyone any good. Unless you're a drama channel and that's your way to, survive, but we make videos that help people. Look at all our content that we've put out, 2017. In one way or another, they help people. Yeah, I majored in philosophy. I have a bachelor's in philosophy. I went to grad school in philosophy for a year as a PhD program. I would have gone on many years, but I left after the first year. Did well, but dropped out because I wanted to pursue other things like music and the early days of the internet. I learned some internet technologies of the day. Yes, I would invite Duran Ryder for an interview. Absolutely. I don't think he'd accept it, but who knows, If he were here, I would interview him. That'd be kind of creepy having him in the studio here, huh? I'd interview him outside the studio. I don't know. If he really wanted to come here, though, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I've talked about this, how we make a living. It's all about having multiple streams of income. I've had jobs at real places, real businesses, real corporations even, and I've worked for myself for most of my life too as an independent contractor. So yeah, thanks I look healthy. Yeah, I just got back from basketball, feeling good, feeling chill, feeling active outside. Yeah, I should interview him outside. Thoughts on EMFs, like electronic radiation? Not too worried about it, but I don't go to sleep with my phone near my head or anything like that. I try to minimize all the Wi-Fi I'm exposed to. But yeah, what's my favorite album I've made? Probably our most recent, and it's old, from 2009 album is Love Spiral's Future Past, or the Angie B solo album. I remember I worked really hard to make that thing sound sweet. If Isla wants to talk sometime, Vegre, yeah, I'd be down for that. I'll talk to anyone, Hopefully it won't. He prides himself as being like an intellectual academic type, so hopefully he can keep it on that level rather than name calling like you're not beautiful or whatever, If he wants to do that, I'll chat with him. I will talk to people for sure, like I said. Carrie asks, can Cheetah survive in LA with just the YouTube channel? Can he get a job with a felony rap? Well, he has YouTube and YouNow. Combine those together, depending on how expensive it is for him to, like, say, pay rent and stuff. He's just eating ramen and stuff like that. Yeah, he should be able to survive. I know people that get by on way less than that. So, yeah, it totally can survive. If you need to get some roommates or something like that to bring costs down. But, yeah, I know people that get by on, like, less than $1,000 a month, depending on what their lifestyle's like. Let's see. Do I listen to punk rock? That's Angie's thing. Next time you see her on here, ask her about her punk rock days. If you have her Keep It Car Baby book, you'll see some photos of her with her old punk days. I got to put the potato logs on pretty soon. I got to turn the oven on a little bit, but I'm still cool. Thanks, Vegan Bullet, for we try to get our message out there without being patronizing. Yes, aggressive and preachy. Thanks. That's our thing. It might not get the views as some of the drama channels and the vegan health gurus and all that stuff, but we just do our thing. We're just us. If you meet us in person, this is who we are. We don't really put on much of a persona, if at all. When people meet us in real life at meetups, they just say, yep, that's who you guys are. That's how you guys are. What you see is what you get. All right, so what is going on here? What's my favorite genre of music? Wow. I just like music in general, I guess right now... it's hard, man. It's hard to say. I'm kind of known for like ethereal dream pop, like shoegazer type stuff. I don't know if it's my favorite genre, but I'm really passionate about that stuff, like Cocteau Twins and stuff like that. But yeah, I got a lot of music here, guys. I listen to just tons of music. Favorite bands, artists, yeah, Cocteau Twins are a huge influence on me when I grew up. Pink Floyd was probably the biggest influence on Future Past, that 2009 Love Spirals album. And let's see, yeah, and then right now I've been listening to jazz, like John Coltrane, Miles Davis, stuff like that. What else am I listening to right now? Gosh, what was the last album I played here? Let me look at my iTunes really quickly. Let's see if it shows. I was listening to the Beatles last night. I was listening to some stuff from Revolver. Oh yeah, the Dead for sure. Yeah, we saw them not like a week ago, but a year ago, New Year's Eve and New Year's Eve at the out here in LA. We're gonna go see them again too. Saw David Gilmour, Pink Floyd play last year too. Yeah, we're all into stuff. Besides Buddhism, Elizabeth asks, what other forms of spirituality are you interested in? Yeah, it's kind of complicated. Yeah, I'm Buddhist at heart, but I think where I really make my spiritual work is in Kundalini Yoga. That's where Angie's at right now at her class. I practice it at least once a week here. I used to be way more on top of it. I wish I could do more. But yeah, it's in Kundalini Yoga, there's meditations and things that really where I think I get most of my spiritual work done. But you know what, guys? A little secret here. I think my most spiritual work comes from going out and on our camping trips that we go to Catalina every fall and just watch the sunsets at night, man. They're just so amazing up there. And we're eating good food and the sea air and the sun and all the open sky and just feeling bliss, man. I've had so many like spiritual moments up on that cliff watching the sunset there at our spot. Yeah, I like the band Chicago. I think I talked about him last time. Yeah, I've been totally getting into the guitar player, Terry Kath. He's so amazing, such an underrated guitarist. And his daughter's making a documentary about him this year, so that's something to look forward to. Yeah, Chicago 7. Check that out, guys. If you've never heard that album, really, really freaking good album. So amazing sounding. All right, so anyway, let's see. What else am I missing here? Yeah, I got it, Megan. I got to read Dr. Stork's new book. Supposedly he's acknowledging that plants might be a better source of protein than his meat and eggs and all that stuff. So, yeah, I got to get his book from the library. Yeah, Kimberly, why YouNow and not YouTube for this live video? I really like the platform of YouNow. Just as a creator, I guess if you're just watching, it's the same. But as a creator, it's a much more robust platform. How it notifies me who's on, all the interaction tools, how I can guest people, and all that stuff. So, yeah. Oh yeah, Beth. I know you guys have been hammered in Northern California. I know rivers are flooding. Yeah, that atmospheric river that came to you guys, it was supposed to come to us, and they forecasted to go northern, and you guys got it. But yeah, no, we're getting rain almost every day, but more manageable amounts, like a half inch, a quarter inch, something like that. Yeah, our banana videos are getting views. I don't know if people have banana fetish, but there's a lot of interest out there in tips like that. So. Yeah, I'm going to make more banana videos just because I love bananas. And I think, the world needs to know more about the wonders of bananas. Charlotte, with thoughts on people who still drink alcohol and smoke. God, I was just reading a stat. How many deaths are responsible from smoking? It's crazy. And alcohol, too. I mean, I don't know what I think about people. I have compassion for them. Obviously I don't want them to get sick. That's how my dad ended up getting how he died. He ended up getting a cancer in the ear or something like that, heart attacks, and ultimately emphysema, all from poor lifestyle choices like from smoking. So it's serious business. You might not. It takes a long time to kill you. You just don't smoke and die in a week or a month or anything like that. So yeah. It's one of those things where you try to work on people to change, see if they can give it up, because those things aren't going to, particularly smoking, smoking nicotine I'm talking about. Those things have been shown to not be too great for you. But, if you're addicted, I know what it's like. I've been addicted to stuff before, nothing too gnarly. I talked about how I went camping once when I was a kid and discovered I was addicted to sugar water. I saw people drinking soda. I was going, ooh, my God, But yeah, I don't look down on people who smoke, hopefully they can see it as something to overcome. But if they don't, that's cool, as long as they're aware of the consequences that they might have the last like 10 years of life that just suck ass with hooked up to like an oxygen tank, going to the doctors all the time, taking a bunch of medications. That was my dad's last 10 years of his life. So if I can find anyone and convince them to stop smoking, it's yeah, I would like that, Yeah, soda is addicting. I know, I didn't realize. Cannabis, I've said before, yeah, if you Google, I tell people, Google UCLA cancer study. The researchers set out to find that cannabis caused lung cancer in the similar way that nicotine cigarettes do. And they actually found not that. In fact, they found its tiniest protective effect, meaning that they had fewer rates. They don't know if it's cause and effect, but yeah, I don't tell people who are smoking cannabis to stop because it's just not the science there that says they're going to die from it or anything like that. So, yeah, I'm totally down. I voted for legalization of recreational weed here because, like I've said before, when I go out to clubs, when I go to concerts, the worst thing about them is all the freaking drunk people. I tell you, when I saw the Grateful Dead, 2 New Years ago, there's so many drunks around us. There's a drunk wagon right next to us selling booze. We had to leave. We had to find a section where people were more chill smoking weed. They were way more chill and reasonable to sit around and enjoy the music. I came there to see the band and experience it, not to watch all these drunks going, whoa, it's so great. Oh my God, how are you? Oh, So that's it. I wish more people would, that's what I'm hoping with the recreational laws. I hope when people go to clubs to get drunk, they smoke weed instead. It'd be way more chill to go out and way more fun to be around people who are stoned. I've been to reggae concerts before. I know what it's like. It's fun. The people are there chill. They're happy, but you go to other shows where alcohol is abused by like 99% of the people, especially in a big setting. It's crazy, it just makes me uncomfortable. But yeah, I don't mind being around like, 10,000 stoned people. It's pretty chill. So that was an interesting tangent to go on there, but that's my thoughts on. Well, 8:45, guys. I got to go turn on the oven, so no one go. I'm going to keep it close on. You got 79 folks here. I'll be back in 20 seconds or less. I'm going to run down the hall. Don't go. Got to turn the oven on. 425 degrees. Be right back. All right. Only lost 3 people. No biggie. All right, cool. All right, so I got about 15 minutes left, and thanks for becoming a fan, Kenvin. Yeah, Elizabeth, you had the same thing tonight too. Yeah, we're gonna totally do it. Potato log. So I started up the oven, my pedal board. I can't move the camera here, so when I have it on my laptop, I'll show my pedal board sometime. No, don't freak me out, Scott. That would trip me out. If I came back and everyone's gone, that'd be crazy. All right, so come on, guys, stop. Let's stop fighting with Alina here. She doesn't eat meat, so why are you guys? That's what I'm talking about. Why are you guys like jumping on Alina? Have you seen any evidence of her eating meat or chicken or eggs or anything like that? So let's be chill, all right, guys. If you're here, you obviously like something about the kind of message and vibe that Happy Healthy Vegan's putting out, which is, I tell you, one of not being the vegan police. Oh, it's only Tommy. You know who this dude is? Okay, cool. Yeah, there's Rare Vinyl back there. A lot of old DJ like drum and bass I used to spin in the 90s, and Angie's got her vinyl punk and stuff like that from before. Okay, Lynn, I just get mad when I see other vegans attacking other vegans for being fake vegan or not vegan enough, when in fact they're fully vegan, but some people find some weird thing. You're not a real vegan because of blah, blah, blah reason. Okay, Alina. All right, I have some, I don't know, what's the word? I like to help my peeps, so I guess you're one of my peeps, huh? So, no, I don't drink coffee, Sophie. That's Angie's thing. She likes coffee. She likes, I think, cold brew. I don't know. I don't understand coffee. It's a whole new thing for me, understanding coffee culture. It's been something she's enjoyed since a child, and it's just not my thing. I don't like caffeine, After I got off the sugar water, I realized I was addicted to caffeine too, So whenever I had like some Mountain Dew, I'd go, woo, 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 I start talking a million miles an hour. So no, I'm already pretty energetic enough, with all the high carb living. So I find, I personally don't need it. But again, I don't look down on people who drink it. And Angie doesn't drink it in massive quantities. It's more like a enjoyment factor, a connoisseur of sipping the coffee. All right, so let's see. Facebook group Vegans United has a lot of vegan haters. That's what we're against. We're against vegans hating on other vegans. That's why I'm not going to make a video about like Nikocado. I'm not going to be a vegan who's casting negative vibes to another vegan. And I'm not going to get in on and make a video about this whole fight or debate between Vegan Gains and Vegan Cheetah. It's entertaining. You guys can watch that, but I don't think I need to jump in there. Just let them hash it out. I'll talk about it here with y'all, but again, we don't need to, say which vegan is, a good vegan or a real vegan or fake vegan. If you're a vegan, you're a vegan, If you're not eating meat, dairy, eggs, it's cool with me, As far as like talking about what's a real vegan or fake vegan. Other behaviors, I'm not going to get into that, anything like that. But if they're being a vegan, they're cool, Just let them be a vegan. Cool, Sophie. Yeah, I don't know if it's open mind. It just makes sense, If someone's a vegan, why say they're not a vegan because they had a leather seat in the car that they got from their parents or something like that? It's like, are you perfect too? Before you go out and call everyone out on tiny imperfections like that don't involve diet, are you sure, you're totally clean? That everything is cool in your house, in your car? It's just being realistic, I find that people who call others out on little things like that are the ones that have the most violations, whatever you call it, themselves. It's like a self-hatred thing. They're kind of mad at themselves, so they want to express that outwardly, projecting it to others. That's my take. I've seen that happen a lot. I'm not saying everyone's like that, but it happens a lot. Yeah, Cageman, everyone's in a different place in life and has to approach things differently. Yeah, I have an old pair of leather shoes that I had in college. I don't know what to do with it. I don't wear them. Should I give them away to Goodwill so someone else could wear the leather? It's like, I don't know. It's like, what do I do with it? I don't know. It's tough, I don't know. And I said, you might have a leather steering wheel. Should you give your car away? Should you destroy it? I'm not saying we should buy these things. I will never buy a car that has leather interior. I'll make sure it has the fake stuff. But again, you have to do the research. How about the steering wheel? Can you get a steering wheel that's fully vegan? I don't know. You got to do some homework on there. You had to get some new running shoes. Cool. That means plunking out $100 usually. That's the thing that sucks about getting new shoes. Oh, you had to get new running shoes because you had leather. Yeah, I know what it means. It sucks, yeah. And what do you do with these old ones, huh? I don't know. It's a tough question. I'm with Beth. I applaud anyone who's trying to become vegan. At least they are trying. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, even if you're vegan, like, 1 day a week, you can't call yourself vegan yet properly, but at least you're open-minded enough to say, hey, I'm going to reduce my meat consumption and I'm going to, be vegan, as much as I can. And because I didn't go vegan overnight, I don't want anyone to look down on me for that. And I didn't call myself a vegan when I wasn't vegan yet. I remember one day I drew a line in the sand, say, I'm going all the way now. There's so much good food out there. I feel so great when I'm eating fully vegan. Why would I not want to be vegan? Angie's on board. There's no reason. And if I can deal with like friends and family who are going to give me crap, I can deal with that. I'm a strong person. I'm not going to go get all bummed if someone asks me where you get your protein from or some silly question like that. So yeah, but yeah, everyone's on their own path. If they're going to become vegan, at least someone who's half vegan or whatever vegan, I said they shouldn't call themselves vegan, but at least they can say vegan inspired, vegan friendly. Their mind is open to what information is out there about veganism. Listen to, it doesn't have to be us. You could listen to Dr. Neil Bernard, Dr. Greger, Dr. McDougall, all these guys, Am I overcarb, Matthew? Well, I did have a big banana smoothie after I got back from basketball, but I guess I'm very passionate about what I'm talking about right now. I'm really passionate about the concept of vegan, what it means, what it means to be vegan. I understand because I've come up from being non-vegan to vegan. I have that perspective, and I haven't lost sight of what it means, What I think about Gary Yourofsky, I don't know much about him. I saw him do that world's greatest speech video. I don't even think I saw the whole thing, but I saw enough of it, and I really don't know much about Gary. So it's like indifferent. I'm just kind of not well informed about Gary. Maybe he's a great dude. If he were here, put him on the hot seat here and ask him questions, and people can like it or hate it. That's how it goes. We put people in here, we ask them questions, people like it or hate it. If someone's in here, it doesn't mean we've known everything they've ever said on every book and every website, on every video. We just ask them questions. Yeah, there's vegetarian, which has a certain meaning different from vegan. There's flexitarian. Yeah, we don't need to really try to redefine something that's so obviously defined. Vegan means you're not a vegetarian, you're not a flexitarian, you're not a carnivore. It means you're vegan. Just like I said, a marathoner means you ran a marathon, not a half marathon or a 10K. You've ran a marathon. It really has. These words have meanings. Yeah, Gary, I know he's a good speaker, huh? I've heard Gary Yourofsky has converted many people to the vegan lifestyle, the vegan word, the vegan message, what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I have good things to say, but I really don't know. I've heard some rumors or speculations that try to attack his character. I don't know if they're true. I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me. He seems like he's doing his job out there, getting people turned on. How many people have said that speech of his, best speech ever, greatest speech ever, is what got them vegan? So awesome. He's doing his job. We're all trying to do our job here. Let's see. Jay Isaacs asks, it's okay to be plant-based. Reducing any cruelty is good. Yeah, I mean, I've said before, this is, I want to be vegan because I believe that's right and that's what works for me. And I don't see why most other humans, unless you have some weird illness, can't go vegan. But let's just say 80% of the world were vegetarian, all right, not eating any meat, let's out other stuff. The climate crisis that's responsible from animal agriculture would be way minimized. I mean, we probably have a fighting shot of having a healthy planet when your guys' grandkids, who we haven't even had yet, are, your age or my age, So yeah, I think the world would be a much, much better place. And then maybe we can start getting more people vegan. I think if you saw our interview with Plantriotic I think it came out on Sunday. If you haven't watched it, talk about that yet, because Plantriotic had some great points of view that I agree with. In the future, the way things are going, it's going to be more and more expensive to produce calories from meat. It just is. The logistics, everything, it's just very difficult. It's very resource heavy. So, with that being the case, once meat is a luxury item that most people can't afford to eat on a daily basis anymore, yeah, more people will be plant-based or vegetarian or vegan and all that. So yeah, I think that's the future. And hopefully someday these ridiculous subsidies that you and I pay as taxpayers in the United States that go to subsidize meat and dairy, we can get rid of that, then the true price will be felt here and people will be forced to find healthier, less cruel food alternatives. Cool, Sally. Both of your parents went vegan a few months ago. Yeah, Jay Isaac says, yeah, maybe they can go plant-based. I did. I was vegetarian at first. Then I went vegan. It wasn't an overnight thing, It's all, everyone does it in their own way. But once I decided to go vegan, I went vegan. There was no turning back. That was an overnight thing. But it was a slow transition over a long time. Any advice to your younger audience making the most out of your life? Yeah, absolutely. Let me see if I give a nice piece of wisdom there for you. Find your passion, Find what you're passionate about. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a vegan YouTuber. Mine is, being an artist, and this is part of my artistry here. Part of it's when I'm in my studio here, recording, making music and mixing and producing. And it also gets expressed when I make videos. I'm doing YouTube. So yeah, find your passion in life, because that way, if you're passionate and you find a way to do it for a living, you'll never work another day in your life. It sounds corny and cheesy, but that's the truth, guys. Because I've been doing it both ways. I've worked for companies. I've worked for large corporations, small startup.com companies. I've worked for myself, and I've worked for myself doing things I didn't like that much. That's why eventually I got out of web production and coding. Oh, thanks for the tip there, Saline Lucy Day. But once I started doing something that I was already passionate about and found ways to make it work for me so I could keep a roof over my head, not get rich, but just, keep it all going, That's the secret I've learned. So yeah, it takes a while to get to that stage. Unless you get lucky, sometimes you find some way to do that right off the bat. Yeah, you see, it's true. Cajun Man, as a freelance artist, it's tough. It's a struggle. We may never be as well-to-do and have the security of some of our friends with real jobs. And nothing's real. You can get laid off anytime now. Companies downsize. I got a business. I've been laid off before too. I know what it's like. So. What I'm getting at, if you can find something you're passionate about and try to find a way, it may take a while. You might have to work a few other jobs simultaneously, but find a way to make it work for yourself. And then you're just living life, you know, and you're just doing what you want to be doing. You don't think, oh, I got to go do this. I got to edit a video, or I got to make a song, or I got to do this, whatever. You'll just be doing it naturally because that's your natural expression of who you are as a person. So, yeah, work on that. It's not an overnight project. It's probably a 5-10 year project for us, for a lot of people. So, yeah. So anyway, let's see. There's some more questions here before I got a split. Yeah, but yeah, I see some good advice here, being realistic and stuff like that. Yeah, you're okay. You're into web technologies too, Scott. Yeah, leaving corporate. Yeah, corporate jobs can really suck. Even if it's for a technology company, they still could be boring and just soul sucking. Cool. I'm glad you liked all these tips there, Elizabeth. Suggestions for people who want to try YouTube. It's tough, man. There's so many YouTube channels, particularly now because, some vegan YouTubers said, you got to get on YouTube. Everyone's got to get on YouTube. So there's 1,000 vegan YouTube channels out there. There's a lot of competition for eyeballs and attention. So it's tough. I would suggest, why make a vegan channel? Unless that's truly your passion. You might have something else you're into. Maybe you're really knowledgeable about computers or technology. You have a show on that, or cameras, and you have a photography show. So yeah, an art YouTube channel. There you go, Cageman. Yes, find something you're passionate about. Try to put out a video a week and just learn your ways. And Nani, when will I be having a meetup? Too rainy right now to plan a meetup. Yes, it rains here in California as of late, hardcore. So we're gonna wait for the rainy season to pass. But you'll be the first to know. Maybe it'll be something different than a regular sort of meetup. So yeah, we'd love to see you and the kids again for sure. Yeah, sailing YouTube channel. There you go. Video games. Yeah, it's all about what you love. Just because you're vegan doesn't mean you have to have a vegan YouTube channel. You can have your sailing channel and then show them that you're eating vegan food while sailing. All that. There's so many ways to do it. I really think there's probably too many vegan YouTube channels now, to be honest with you. You can't watch them all anymore unless you dedicate your life to it. Is your friend vegan if she eat M&Ms? I don't. Look up the ingredients. I have no idea. I think they're vegan, but I don't know. I never assume anything. I always read the ingredients several times. All right, guys, it is 9 o'clock. I need to go to my now preheated oven and put my start chopping potatoes, making logs. I guess people are saying M&Ms are not vegan, so thank you guys. Thanks for checking that out for me already. So, again, I really love our time here on Tuesdays. Tuesday's the best day of the week for me. I get to do things I'm passionate about. I get to play basketball. I get to come here and chat with you guys. Much appreciated. I really do look forward to these. So as long as I'm free on Tuesdays, as I have been for this streak here, I'll see you guys around the same time next Tuesday. Remember, if you're on YouTube, watch on YouNow to get in the comments. And bye to y'all. Love y'all, and keep it drama-free, guys. Thanks.